Now, Hutch, I'm
Oh, you
about
got-
to open up the biggest window to you ever for us to be friends. Do you play Age of Empires 2?
I've never even heard of it.
Oh my God.
He's like, fuck you.
I'm sorry.
The best
Oh
answer
my God.
possible.
You're not familiar with this game that came out in like 1997. It's the
Have you heard
greatest.
of
heard of this?
Avatar? Have you heard of Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora?
I have now.
It's like a Ubisoft kind of
Oh,
Far Cry
damn.
reskinned in the Avatar universe, and it's fucking amazing.
Oh, don't you want to
That's
get
what
into a 15-year-old RTS?
Is that what Age of Empires
Shut up,
is?
Kyle.
Is that what that is?
Age of Empires 2 is
They
an RTS.
remastered it.
They remastered it in 2019, you fucking bitch.
I know.
It's
It looks
a
like
great
Sega
game.
Saturn graphics now. It's sick. Oh
It
my
looks
God.
great. It's an awesome game. It's fine that
A
you
lot of bits.
personally, Kyle, don't have the APM to play.
I
anything
don't.
other
I
than
don't.
First-person shooter.
I
That's
just don't.
fine.
I don't
That's
have the
okay.
mind for it.
Some guys
I
are
don't.
just casual gamers who play first-person shooters, and that's all right. You don't have the.
That's
you don't
me.
have the.
No, he
muster.
got into Baldur's
for
Gate 3. I
RTS.
remember. You
Dude,
said you
I
liked that
love
game.
Baldur's
He
Gate
did, and
3.
he.
Yeah.
I've played it 4 or 5 times all the way through. I played it like with my girlfriend, like watching over her
Jesus.
back. I played it modded. Like that game is a masterpiece. I think it won all the Game of the Year awards at like every award show. And everybody told me I'm not supposed to like it because you can like turn into a trans man and fuck a bear. But I was like, that's fucking sick. That's where that shit belongs, is in fantasy video games. like if there's ever a place to turn into a woman and have sex with a bear, it's online. I'm all for that. Like give them an outlet. So Baldur's Gate 3, I think is.
Haven't heard of Age of Empires.
It might be the greatest game I've ever played. I think it is. Like as far
Kyle, are
as
you
replay.
sorry? Are you able to watch your girlfriend play over her shoulder and still have a happy relationship? 'Cause
No.
I found that
No,
We just
that-
started
like
playing.
she did this thing. There's this part where you kill this hag, and if you spare her, she'll give you a chunk of her hair, and it gives you what you got like a special skill thing, you know, and your build is very dependent on what your special scores are, like how many points you put into strength versus agility versus different kinds of magicka and shit. And so it was key for her to take that hag hair and like put it into her intelligence or her wisdom
Yeah.
or her charisma. One of those
and
three.
you have to
Those
figure out how to tell her to do that without starting World War III.
they're damage multipliers, those 3 skills. So pumping as many of those little, and +1 to this on that skill allows you to hit hard as fuck in the end game and really make the build that you've been playing for dozens of hours come to like its full power level. It's very important. And I came back and she had chosen the wrong shit and then played for like hours ahead with no save point. And I was like, it's ruined. It's ruined.
It's
You've
so
ruined
hard.
it.
It's so
Like there's
hard to keep. your
if
mouth
it was
shut.
me, I'd start over.
When
I
I watch
was
Esme
like-
play, when I watch Esme, I physically can't help myself. I'm like, honey, did you try rolling or did you try going in the other
Oh,
room? I
man.
just cannot. It's just so difficult for me.
So
We're
you
playing
guys are like a
GTA
league
5.
above, because my wife only plays the easiest games like Lego, and she's great at it. She's got the cheat guides next to her, like how to find everything, how to get 100% completion in the world's easiest game. Have you ever died in Lego? Do you know what happens? Nothing.
back
You're
together.
instantly reassembled on the spot and you keep playing. Like nothing matters in that whole game. And that's what she likes.
What have you been playing, Hutch? Lately? Have you been playing any like shooters or
I
what
go
did-
back and I replay a bunch of like big open world games. So I was playing Cyberpunk last week, and then I got back into like Avatar, and then I played Skyrim probably 7 times all the way through. And
I want to
That's usually
play.
what I do.
Have you ever played the mod that allows you to play Skyrim together with other people? I think it's called Skyrim Together.
No, but
been
they
wa-
do. There's so many crazy mods for Skyrim at this point. It's like a totally new game. It's like you're playing it on a PS5.
Exactly. I want to play it like with Taylor, so that like he could be like a dwarf with a battle axe, and I could be Legolas or some shit. And we could do that, Taylor. We could play Skyrim as the guys from Lord of the Rings. We could have an Aragorn, a Legolas, and a Gimli, and spec or shit like that. And role play, and you could do voices, and you could have salted pork. Be great. Be great. And then you wouldn't play that 15-year-old RTS anymore. You'd play a 15-year-old RPG, which is like a man.
It's crazy how much Bethesda has sort of like lost the confidence of their consumers, because they were just on cloud 9 with Skyrim. Like it was just, one of the most universally acclaimed games of the time, like ever. And then Fallout 4 came out and people started to sour a little bit, and then Fallout 76 came out and they really started to sour. Apparently that got better after launch for a little bit.
Yeah, I hear the
But
same.
then and then Starfield came out, and I really liked that game, but it definitely had problems. So they just don't have the same kind of reputation that they
No,
did.
it's Rockstar. It's Rockstar's the fucking Rockstar are the rock stars of big open world RPGs. Like everybody's so psyched for the new GTA, and you know it's going to be good, and you know it's not going to be like a cyberpunk situation where it's like, give us 3 or 4 months, we'll get it together. Like then the torso won't keep falling off your character in elevators.
Cyberpunk.
I thought you weren't going to
definitely
play the new GTA, Kyle.
What are you talking about? That's the game that I'm like focused on. It's the new GTA. It's that game where you play as an anthill and you're like the queen ant, and you can go to war against like the termites, and the queen ant is riding a fucking snail into battle.
Wait, this is GTA?
No, it's a different fucking game.
I'm like,
no, it's not GTA.
There's a termite in
GTA's
GTA? Am I the
You're talking about a game
snail?
called Grounded. I think you're talking about a game called Grounded.
I played Grounded. It's a
Kyle
new
makes
game
fun
that's,
of
like,
me
about
playing
to come out
AoE
that
2.
looks
He
real
wants to
wild.
play as a fucking ant
Queen
walking
ant.
around.
It looks
Sounds
so
like a
My
mobile
favorite
game.
part was Taylor's like, I thought you were going to play GTA. Kyle's like, Taylor, you ignorant slut.
What are you talking about? Oh, yeah, everybody's gonna play GTA. Like GTA is gonna be gargantuan. It's gonna have really sick
hopefully
online.
it's
I'm sure
fun.
that
What if
I'm
it
gonna play it.
misses?
I don't believe they can miss that.
It's
But
not
they
gonna
just had
miss.
Red Dead is such a fucking masterpiece, like such a cultural game for so many people. I think they're gonna like they've learned so much by all the stuff they've done with GTA 5 and like the way they've progressed that game and grown that game. I can't see them possibly missing. It's going to be the game of the fucking year. It's going to be this thing that people play for 10 years from
This is
now
the Star
until they
Wars
make the next
effect.
one.
Where people have their expectations so high. If this thing doesn't change Western culture, it's not a good movie.
No, but Rockstar has literally never missed. They've just never missed.
I've been
A
playing that
single
game since
time, so.
PlayStation 2. Great GTA Vice City, amazing game.
I'll
Oh
bet
my
you
What's
God.
$5 after it comes out. I think they missed.
What is
Well,
the
we'll see.
last
I'll
Rockstar
take that
game? Like the big, is it Red Dead
Red Dead
Redemption
2.
2?
And it was like one of the best games of all time. Red Dead 2 is easily one of the best games of all time.
Yeah, Red Dead 2 is a ton of fun. And so if that's what have they ever made a miss? The Rockstar
No.
studio?
No. They came out with a ping pong game and it was awesome. Remember that? It was a
No, I
launch
don't.
title for the Xbox 360. They literally made a ping pong game and it was fun as hell.
I bet
So
it
I'm
is.
super psyched
That
for
is
that.
potential.
But I don't have anything to play right now. I've honestly been
Rockstar
watching
make
old
Bully.
Yeah.
Bully was.
Bully was a
remember
cool
Bully.
game.
Never played that. I remember it being like a controversy because, and it is like think about that. That's a shitty fucking game to make. You play as like a middle school bully, and I think you get points by like stealing lunch money and roughing up nerds.
I think you play as the guy being bullied, don't you?
Do you? I never played it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd want to play as the bully.
LA Noir.
It should be
is
like
probably-
GTA, but you're a middle school bully. You're like running little side games and robbing kids.
Yeah, I
LA
remember hearing
Noir
about
is
LA
probably
Noir.
it's probably like their least popular game, but people still love that game.
Like a movie. It's one of those games that looks. It's like, yeah, I bet you knocked it out of the park for what you were going for, but I really don't want to play a movie. You know, I don't want to. It's an interactive movie. I remember watching Wings of Redemption stream it, and like he really took the time to like role play and choose the right choices, and it was like, it's just like you're watching a fucking movie. Like this is too much. That I just
I mean,
keep
Baldur's
getting
Gate is a little
square.
bit like that.
I found ways I felt like to be tactical and approach the scenarios from interesting avenues. There's just so many ways to play in different ways in that game. I found the replayability to just be infinite almost. I'm kind of want to play
It's
it
still
now.
turn-based though, and like turn-based can be fun briefly for me personally, but I can't just like get obsessed with a turn-based game.
I can because I love that lull between turns. It's almost like chess. Not that I play chess, but it's almost like that part in chess where you get to contemplate your next move while observing how
What
they're
part of
reacting.
chess do you like most?
The part with the horsey. I like that piece. That thing's cool. So I like that part of the game. But yeah, GTA is the thing I'm looking forward to most. But I wish there was a shooter that I could get into. I kind of swore Tarkov off and like cursed their name after they came up with that $250 bundle that was just full of nonsense.
Dude, all I'll say is you make fun of me for playing AoE 2, and then you'll get really into a game like, oh, this new Chinese Tarkov is awesome. And 3 days
That
later,
game
you're
is.
bored and shit of it.
No, that's
You're
not true.
bored
So
of it.
you're
You're out of it. You
you're
stop
once
playing it.
again.
It
once
took 3
again,
weeks, Taylor.
Once again, made up facts, right wing Taylor. Just
people
hip.
talking, and he's a stupid
Firing from the
retard.
hip.
Everyone
Firing
knows.
from the
Everyone
hip.
knows he's a stupid retard. Everyone's talking about it.
So that's Arena Breakout Infinite, and that was a beta that came out. It was fantastic. Everybody agrees it's fantastic. And when the full game releases, it's something that I think I'll play a lot because it was fun. I liked that game. I thought
it's a mobile game. I thought that they ported to PC.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's Kyle's Speed, a mobile game.
it's a Tarkov shooter without any of the bullshit, and you're paying China off instead of the Russians, which I guess is kind of better. It's a Chinese game, CCP.
Are you kidding? China is so much scarier than Russia. You could pour money into Russia for 100 years.
Listen to him talk, folks. They got him. They got him in his in their pocket. Got him in their pocket. All those Russian oligarchs.
Have you played that game that's like all the mobile games that are a trick to get you to play the game, but it's actually those games in one game?
Wait, what?
No. You know how all the mobile games have like fun-looking games, and then you go download
Did
it.
You take
and
a mushroom?
Yeah, that was a baffling phrase. Please clarify.
It makes sense if after you see it, it makes sense. You know when you see an ad for a game and it looks like a fun game, but then you go click on it and that fun game lasts for like a 20 seconds, and then you got to play a bunch of like resource management bullshit, and it turns out to be a scam. Somebody made a game of all those games that are just the fun parts of the game in a game without the scam.
Are those the ads where like it's a guy running from zombies and he's shooting at barrels with like a number on them?
And you get a power up and you like got two guys and stuff. You know that one?
Yeah,
those are
that
the
looks
ads that
fun.
always get community noted on Twitter.
Yeah,
right. It'll always be like the game is nothing like this.
Not like that. Somebody made the game of those games, and I want to play it, but I don't want to get fooled again, so I haven't downloaded it.
Well, what you three should play is Chained Together. It is.
Oh no,
amazing.
we get so upset. I get so fucking pissed off.
Is that
okay? So you've got two characters.
Kyle, if you think that I would
platforming, change together.
Up to four.
You're changed together, with a literal chain in game, and you're platforming. You're jumping on like moving shit, and you have to time. Sometimes you have to time it correctly and utilize the fact that you've got this chain of men, and you can use the physics of it. It would look. We're all varied skill levels. Everybody would be angry though, because of like there'd be one person who hasn't missed a jump yet.
It wouldn't upset me that you guys are lower skill gamers. Like, it would be fun,
dude. You play RTS. Do you think that translates to anything at all?
It means I can.
I bet you can program your home security system so fast, bro. Cool. I bet if I deleted all your favorites on your radio, you could fucking program them right in. No, that's true.
I bet playing solely RTS has made my APM way lower than you fucking skulking through gray warehouses in Tarkov.
I click on heads, motherfucker. I click on heads. God damn it.
Do you?
Yes.
No, he's a rat. He's a rat. He tells us every week he's a rat. He doesn't click on heads.
They discovered the
all
chess.
sorts of play styles.
I promise that I promise that Woody and I would not intentionally sabotage the game.
If it was really funny the way that you got so angry, I wouldn't invoke that.
No, if we play a game, look, I would love to play Among Us. I always love. We play this game called Code Names in our Patreon hangouts. That's linked down there below if you want to send us some more monies. And I love that game. It's a word association game, and we play as a team. And
a lot of fun.
Lately, I've been trying to take it really lightly, and it's easy to take it lightly, frankly, when we don't get to pick our teams. You know what I mean? Like if you got to pick your team, you'd feel kind of responsible for like, all right, this is the best. It's like kickball. But if you just get assigned a team, you're like, if I lose with this group, then I lose. Who fucking cares? But we get angry sometimes. We get pretty fucking upset at that. And that's just it's a word game. It's like Pictionary. And we get furious. So if we play Chain together, I would genuinely be upset so quickly. I remember one time playing Dead Space 3 with Woody, and I kept fucking up, and I was ready to scream. Scriblio? No, I'll never play Scriblio with you again.
No, of course you won't, because I'm the best Scriblio player of all time.
You're the best in the world, perhaps. You should be streaming it on Twitch to the people's gasps and wide-eyed wonderment.
True. Taylor's like one of those GeoGuessers, but for Scriblio. It's wild how good he is. He types 100 words a minute. He knows every word seemingly and how to spell it. It's fucking wild.
He types 130 words a minute. He has a very good vocabulary, and he's an okay drawer. It's a real problem. Like
The
I'm
spelling.
I'm
Let
trying
that out.
I'm trying as hard as I can to stay in second or third occasionally. But if you miss one word, you drop so far because we got like a dozen people playing. You drop the ninth, you fuck up once, and he's just right at the top every fucking game. We stopped playing it. We don't play it anymore. I won't play it. If they start playing it, I won't be part of it.
Dude,
Yeah.
I was so good at a game in the Patreon hangout that they banned it.
Let's
Do you
play a
know how
game called What's in
discouraging-
Kyle's Hand. Yeah, let's do that. We
That's
lose again,
effectively what it
cocksucker.
was.
10 points for
I was-
me. Chapstick.
I was getting dozens of points on certain times where I'm like, these retards don't know how to spell shibboleth. Or like just some random word.
It was
You know what I'm
obelisk.
talking about?
It was obelisk,
Oh,
and no one knew how to
obelisk.
spell
That's what it
fucking
was.
obelisk. Nobody knew how to
And
fucking
so-
spell it.
No,
And you can
Dick would
see
be
them
very
failing
good
in the
at it.
chat, like rapid fire fails, because if you get it the quicker you get it, the more points you get. And also, like, getting it after someone is a real deficit for you too. You can't even get this. You don't have the same pool of points, and so like they're just fail. These ridiculous phonetic spellings for things that make them look like third graders. It's humiliating if you're down there. I won't play with him anymore. I think he might be
No,
cheating
he-
somehow.
No, I'm good at words and I'm good at typing. And
Yeah, I don't
I'm a-
know,
I'm a
but you are,
champion at
though.
scribbling.
I don't know. You might have some sort of like
He is like an
stenographer
AI.
program.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's got one of those
Yeah.
stenographer programs or something.
I
He's
have
just
an
hitting like
Asian guy nearby when I'm playing. He enters a
ping.
Dick
Get
would
to
be-
work.
would honestly be excellent at that game because one of my favorite tweet threads and things that Dick does on Twitter is he will, because Dick's an author, will subtweet other authors and just like in a mean, pedantic way be like, misplaced comma should be a semicolon, 2 independent clauses, incorrect, and just go in on that kind of thing. And
yeah,
that
people
kills me.
hate that.
Oh, it's so
Matt
funny. I
Taylor.
love when you do that. Oh, it's so funny. Some author will be like, I'm trying my best. I'm doing it. And Dick immediately swoops in.
Mm,
Yeah, not good enough.
not
Look
good
at this
enough.
syntax error,
Try it
retard.
again.
And then you also follow it up by having almost impeccable syntax in your tweets itself, even when you're in one of your rages. And so no one can come back at you for the same critique.
Yeah, it's important to have good spelling,
But
It is.
yeah, we don't play. The thing about that RTS is I feel like you're just there, like the virtual world you're going into. I just feel like you're kind of constrained to this little square. And I really like games now where I go and wander. Like I like playing DayZ and just wandering around and trying to stay alive in the fucking cold. I kind of like exploring and looting and being like like a James, not less of a James Bond and more of an Indiana Jones in games
You'd
like
have
that.
so much
Well,
sometimes.
there's an
in
Indiana
RTS.
Jones game coming out, and it looks incredible. But you
Oh,
might
see, I
like
need to do it in a PvP environment. Like it's very important to me that my gains are your losses. Like if we all were kumbaya in some communistic system where every time I got points, everybody got points, I'll lose interest in that quickly. But if it's Tarkov, where I can kill someone
That's
and
how
take their
AoE2
shit-
works. It's an elo system.
Oh, really? I doubt it.
Well, it is. It says your elo.
I don't think you-
down.
Okay, go check again.
Man,
I was gonna say
man.
if you like exploration, that No Man's Sky just came out with this update, and it looks like stunning. And that's a game where it's like infinite planets, and you can just travel around. It's all procedurally generated, and it's more like kind of like Minecraft, but it's relaxing and fun.
I need to shoot stuff and steal things. Like that's my jam. That's why GTA interests me so much. Because I don't know, I like looter shooters. I like extraction shooters. I like going and like occasionally getting a rare thing. I like that to be in a game where I remember when I first started gaming, Skyrim was one of the first games I ever really played as an RPG. And I didn't know how the loot pools worked. I thought that maybe if I went in this cave, there'd just be the most rare thing of all time. But that's not the case. It's all level capped, and it's only going to be 5 levels above your level or something like that, roughly. But with Tarkov, like you can suddenly find 30 million rubles worth of shit on the ground, and you're filled with terror because that's like you only have 1 million. Like this is game changing. Like 3 weeks from now, you'll be spending this money in the game. Like the terror that I feel when I find
like
a
the
red card or
stakes.
something.
You like the
Oh my
stakes.
god. My heart pounds. I genuinely get shaky hands where I have to
Yeah.
slap the adrenaline out of my hands because my fingertips go numb, and I
You know
just
what you
can't
should
get
do
that
is
from
you
RTS.
You should play games in hardcore, like no respawn mode. That's what I've started doing
So
recently.
DayZ.
I did it with
Oh, an
well, yeah, there's
RPG like
DayZ.
that?
No, like Diablo 4, I played it recently and I invested literally
Oh, I
like
did that.
60 hours into this character and it fucking died and it was just the worst feeling ever. But the whole time you're playing,
shit.
it just adds this like element of tension.
You played a
like you're
hardcore
describing.
character on Diablo 4 and they died.
Diablo 4
That sucks.
and they died. Yeah, it was
60
brutal,
hours?
but
60
it
hour
gets your
character?
heart. But it, like
Oh.
when you're playing, you're like it makes you
Yeah, you're
vigilant the
you-
whole time. So
Yeah, that actually
That's
does
fun.
sound fun. I beat Dead Space back in the day on, I think, One Life or something like that. So I've done that before, but I don't know. I also need that facet of the game to be that there's PvP, there's other players out there who are gonna laugh at me if I fail. Like that's what I hate. I don't mind dying, but I
Dude,
don't want to like
will laugh
embarrass
at you all
myself
day
when
when you fail at AoE 2.
gotta
When you
come
don't
play
have
some
the
real
the
games,
requisite
Taylor.
APM to structure your economy, and I'm raiding you, and you're struggling, and you don't know how to pull your villagers back, I'll laugh at you. I promise.
there's PvP
Yeah.
in Diablo, but it's not. It's like
It's
I
not the
don't think
same.
very
I played a
many
good
people-
bit of Diablo, like maybe 100 hours, 200 hours or something.
Have you guys played StarCraft or like any RTSs? Or
Yeah,
RTS is just
aren't you
not
aware-
a genre you're interested in.
So back in the day, I played a ton of StarCraft 2, and I actually got to play for Team USA. We went
No,
to
you
South
didn't.
Korea. We went to South Korea. Yeah. And had quite the showing there. Yeah.
All right, you and Wings of Redemption on the same team, I suppose.
He
then.
was on the team. Yeah.
'Cause that was your story. Yeah, getting so good at StarCraft that you can go play against Koreans, which you can't because that's all they play.
It's like their national sport over
Dick,
there.
Hutch, are you guys, like, I know you both like games. You never venture into the RTS genre at all, really?
no, not
Maybe
really.
like Command and Conquer Red Alert was probably the last one of
Red
those I
Alert was all
played.
right. Yeah.
Company of
Dating yourself.
Heroes. Company of Heroes, the World
Company
War
of
II
Heroes.
Top Gen. Now, if you want to get into that,
Dude.
I'll jump in head over heels.
More than anyone, I feel like Hutch would like it because Hutch is a gamer. He knows he likes strategy. You're into chess. I know you're into chess. Like that's kind of what Age of Empires is. It's
No, I get it.
counter
I just,
units,
I'm
throw
I'm
units.
with Kyle. I'm more like boom boom shoot. That's like more my jam.
fair enough. Ah, damn. No wonder it's a dying genre. Can't even get people on my fucking podcast to play.
Dude,
the
if
game.
that ant game is an RTS, sign me up. I'll play the termites. You can play the fire ants, and we'll jam, dude, every night. Running
Isn't there a
strats,
new, isn't
finding
there a
the
new
meta.
Civilization coming out? Civ 6?
Civ
Isn't that coming out
7.
soon?
Yeah,
Civ
Civ 7's
7?
coming out. I played.
When is it coming out?
I've got over 1,000 hours of Civ 5,
think it
but I
comes out this
hated
year.
Civ 6.
Oh, this year? I'll try out Civ. Like
I'm
I
thinking
enjoy
about getting really good at
Civ
like
5.
Street Fighter and going to Evo in Vegas, mostly just to go.
You gonna
to
get a
Vegas,
pad?
But
You get a little
is
joystick.
that what I have to do? A joystick?
Yeah,
Is
that's
that
how the
the
that's how the real dudes do it. Yeah,
how the
you get the
pros
joystick.
play.
Did you say you did that in the past or you want to do that?
No, I had that fantasy this week when I learned that.
Yeah, I mean, you
video
are
games-
You act
Hispanic.
as if
you're
this is a
halfway
goal
there.
you could accomplish, and it's not that big a deal.
But
I
what
thought
if I
about
we could do
could?
it.
What if I could, Woody?
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about running a sub 3-hour marathon. Just because
Well, when are you going to start running? We're not going to doubt you, though. Jesus, tearing that man's dream out of his fucking chest.
Maybe I
like
could
it's-
win one. I'm very cheap. I'm very cheap at video games.
Yeah,
Lots
Kyle.
of
When
low
I get
kicks,
mad, I run
low
so
kicks.
fast.
Low kicks,
Oh, man.
lots of easy XX
Yeah.
combos.
And then I get into your
Red
head. I start
sometimes.
saying
Hit
low
that
kick,
5
low
button
kick, low
combo.
kick.
Yeah, Taylor. I'm sorry, Dick. I didn't know that sometimes you do lots of low kicks in a row. I'm sure they have no
That
defense.
trips people up. It
It
does.
does. Yeah, these guys won't know what hit them. I bet they don't deal with that strategy much.
That's the
I
genre
did
game
not
I played
expect
none
this
of.
guy to do so many low kicks.
Yeah.
I say
and
it
then
like
I say
that
low
because
kick, low kick. You know.
seemingly all the best people at every fighting game are Hispanic. I don't know how that works.
It's a
but I've
cultural
seen the
thing, I
champion-
think.
Wait, is
I
that
don't know
true?
what-
Fast.
Yeah, they
There's
all
a
have,
ton-
they
fast
all look
twitch.
ton of-
they all look like they're half Mexican, half Korean, and you can't tell which half.
I gotta go like this.
Yeah.
Hello everyone.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but they're like the sickest
You go, "Oh,
Street Fighter and
hello."
Mortal Kombat players in the world. I can't get into those fucking games. Like it seems like because each one is basically just a new iteration with new characters, the people who've been playing it have been playing it. It's like Counter-Strike. It's like
Mhm.
I'd love to go play some Counter-Strike. I wish I'd played as a kid and I would have that foundation. Like
Mhm.
Twitch streamers who played Counter-Strike as a kid, it's like your dad just being a wrestling fan if you're going to be an MMA fighter and having you in a wrestling match when you're 3 years old. Like, it's just such good bones for that. I was watching Landmark and Summit. We're in like some random CS:GO tournament like recently. They won like $25,000. They destroyed the other team. The other team was streamers too. Watching them click, it's like, how many hours do they have in this fucking game?
A lot of those CS pros are like in their 40s now, and they're still
Like
just
Summit.
rocking it. Yeah,
yeah, it's
No,
crazy.
I mean like the pros on like Navi and
Oh,
those
okay,
other-
I see.
yeah.
Who's the other guy who came from CS:GO? He's very good at games. He's kind
Shroud.
of Shroud.
Shroud.
I'm looking for, yeah.
In my opinion, Shroud is like the best click on head fucking FPS gamer on Twitch. Like I've seen him do such gnarly, crazy flicks and sprays, and his game sense is outrageous. Sometimes he'll call his shots like he's Babe Ruth, and it'll just be ridiculous. I've never seen people do what Shroud can do.